Good evening. 9:48 p.m. Pacific Time Zone. December 23rd, year 2025. Christmas surprise. Little shout out to, first and foremost, the good military. And following that, to all the good human beings on the planet Earth. All right, it's a surprise, yeah, because I am forbidden, in all caps, beyond Cosmos, from filming for multiple factors. You can't do an equation unless you have factors, so you can't change this. It's how the math is rolling. It's the structure. I cannot film, but out of surprise, for a Christmas surprise, I am allowed to say before the holidays start, that's tomorrow night, being Christmas Eve, and the following morning and day and evening being the Christmas holiday, Christmas Day. I'm not going to be on any sort of radar. If I do come onto the radar, which is Facebook, Instagram, what else do I use? Anyways, the social media. A radar to be seen or heard, it would just be my typical stuff and things that I have been doing since I left Washington, D.C., which is an extreme decrease in visibility. So I want to thank the good military and all the good human beings on planet Earth. I don't want to spend my 14 minutes because I'm going to try to keep this in a time span of 14 minutes. I don't want to spend this 14 minutes repeating things that the good people on planet Earth already know, and certainly the good military knows. Okay, so let's not do that. I want to thank so much and say Merry Christmas to the good military. They consist of many countries. I list a few off the top of my head. There's so many countries. These are soldiers, some women and men that risk their lives like I do. Okay? Some of them are American just like me. I want to say thank you to every one of you, especially the women, right? Not like I'm overriding or valuing, holding more value for the women, but I'm a woman and I know exactly how it feels to be a woman risking her life in combat. Trying to get a maxi pad, trying to wear that in combat. It's a whole different nature of a beast. Yeah. And what I want to say too, this is one thing that my spirit and heart wanted to express in this Merry Christmas to the good military and Merry Christmas to the good people on planet Earth. The one thing I wanted to say, so let me get it done, okay? Because this is the message I want to share, okay? It is this. Whatever it is that I'm made, however I am made, that makes me go diarrhea through chemical weapons of mass destruction and biological weapons of mass destruction. It was proven beyond doubt. And it was proven in front of the highest ranks of military officers, this being women and this being men. So there's no need to prove beyond any more people than what has been demonstrated for 6 years. Like, they don't need to keep investigating that. There was a reason why it was concretely demonstrated to those kind of people, because those people, once they know it, it's set. Okay, so you're U.S. Armed Services, and that's the good ones that are not cooping and are not attacking their own people and country. We have a section of the United States military officers that are attacking their own people and country and have engaged in atrocities. So I am talking about my brothers and sisters amongst the allied forces. There's allied forces too that I'm wishing happy Merry Christmas to, along with the good people on the planet. I'm wishing you all a good holiday season. And then it's a surprise and I have to go offline. But there's a reason why the destiny, the fate, whatever you want to call it, the facts, these are facts on paper, military officials witnessed however I'm made, whatever makes me this way, for 6 years, over and over and over again, so many times. Which these folks, they do write it down. They do have an actual number of how many times I went racing diarrhea, because it was a legal atrocity to use those gases in the middle of Washington, D.C. So they did keep track. And I would go racing to the bathroom. And the hell I went through, yeah, but I'm not trying to make this a message about that. The message is, however I'm made and whatever makes me that way, I still want to share it with all of you, if it's God's will, because I choose to be Christian. I like being Christian, I really do. And it's a Christian holiday right now, so I choose to abide by God's will. And if it's God's will that people figure out what makes me go race when the whole property would be engulfed with corpses, because you'd hear them falling down, and you hear people just die from that shit. But I'm forbidden from talking about it. I'm so forbidden from talking about DC, I can't talk about anything, which has been demonstrated. You can see this by fact on the account since I left Washington, DC. I can't talk one word about anything anywhere on the planet. But I know, and everyone knows, and you're not going to argue with a whole bunch of high-ranked military folks after 6 years what was happening, however I'm made. They're going to say, yeah, she definitely does that. So the fact I'm sitting all by myself is a war crime. Because I left the battlefield, but I can't talk one word about these kind of facts. But those sorts of high-ranking individuals in the good military don't forget anything that happened there. Certainly not somebody running around going diarrhea through it. And so I pray, my Christmas prayer is that if it's God's will, okay, because to be Christian, you gotta give God his will be done, not yours. It's hard sometimes to say, okay, God, your will be done, not mine. Times like this, for me personally, is hard. Because I would like to have other things happening, but it's not my will, it's his. And if it's his will that they find out what's going on in me, it makes me go race. It's diarrhea when there's all this yellow fog running everywhere. And I'm just needing Pepto-Bismol is all that I needed. I want to share that with every one of you out there on planet Earth. I want to share whatever's in me with all of you in Africa, India, everywhere, all over the world, China. I want to share it even with Japan, the people in Japan that didn't want to attack. There's some people there that are like in horror. They're in horror over their mafioso Japanese mobsters running their country. They're just regular, really nice Japanese people. I mean, there are people on the planet you would be surprised that are not evil swine. But what you see in America and in the West is these television cameras. They film only the most evil ones right now, and they put them on TV all over the world, so you start to think, oh my God, the planet consists of this. No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't. And so for all of you out there, the good human beings on planet Earth, whatever made me tick and go racing needing Pepto-Bismol through weapons of mass destruction, I hope it's God's will that I can share it with you, because I will. And guess what? I'll do it for free. No, this isn't a joke. I mean, the high-ranking military, they're not surprised that I would say I would do it for free. They know that. They have the smartest, most skilled experts already know I'm like that. Everything I do is for free. I can't understand anything unless it's free. So maybe someday when I can talk again, maybe in real life, we could get together, or you could see me in physical person and we can talk. There'll be more insight to why I think it should be free. What is free exactly? Why is free so important as a cornerstone? Lots of things and stuff shall, S-H-A-L-L, be free. Start there, and then you can see how much you actually make 100 times more if you want to bring money into this. All right, so here we go. 12 minutes. Thank you, every single one of the good military. This is America, this is Russia, this is Europe, this is Africa, this is China. Obviously China, they're the parent. This is every single one of you that I am not listing right now off the top of my head. You know who you are. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying. We are still here. 8 years, and we will see a day where things are free and people smile, and you can choose to be a Christian or you can choose to be a Buddhist, and you can celebrate your religious holiday. All right, Merry Christmas. Goodbye.